Acting is a pretty versatile job. After all, actors have to assume multiple identities, get into different mindsets, and adorn different habits and expressions all the time. However, some actors are so well known for a specific kind of image that the audience often sees them in the same roles over and over and over again. So, without further ado, here are popular Korean actors that have been kind of typecasted for most of their careers. Number 1. Minho. When it comes to playing the same kind of characters in multiple series, netizens can't help but bring up this handsome actor. Minho shot to stardom after stealing a role as the arrogant and rich Gu Junpyo in Boys Over Flowers. And this kind of image had kinda stuck with him ever since. After Boys Over Flowers, Minho joined City Hunter and became an MIT graduate that works at the Presidential Palace. This character is not exactly Go Junpyo, but he's still a guy that's wealthy, cool on the outside, and softens up due to love. Then we have the heirs. And it's safe to say that Kim Tan is basically Gu Junpyo 2.0, as both are wealthy inheritors, sons to mistresses, and were kind of arrogant at first sight. After this role, Minho continues to be rich in Legend of the Blue Sea and The King, Eternal Monarch, where he respectively plays a flashy swindler and a king from an alternate world. At this point, you just have to wonder, what is it with Minho and being rich? Well, if you really think that this kind of role is all the actor does, you'd be wrong. In personal taste, his first work after Boys Over Flowers, he was a struggling architect that pretends to be gay. His role in Faith was also an unambitious royal guard, who's not exactly rich. And Minho in Gangnam Blues was an entirely different category. So it's safe to say that while the actor did try to branch out his characters, Minho's rich roles just completely overshadowed all the others. Number 2. Pak Shinki. Works. The actress even admitted it herself. When asked if she had ever played a character that was not poor, she answered that she had never ever played a rich role. As a child actor, Pak Shinki lost her mother in Stairway to Heaven and was mercilessly abused by her stepmother. Then, in Tree of Heaven, she continued to suffer from the pain of losing a loved one, as she fell into the taboo of liking her own step-sibling romantically. Moving all the way to her adulthood, we witnessed Shinhye's chain of sufferings all over again. The actress lived in a closet in The Heirs, was abandoned by her mother in Pinocchio, was wrongfully framed in Heartstrings, and was without parents and doctors. She also suffered immensely in Memories of Alhambra, having to give up on her dream and losing her love all at once. Even in the action sci-fi series Sisyphus the Myth, we can't say Shinhye was happy or from a rich family, and being chased around by zombies in #Alive can hardly count as a healing occasion, even when it's you Ain you are running with. If we squint really hard into Shinhye's filmography though, we may notice some odd ones out. After all, she played the queen in The Royal Tailor, and was also the daughter of a rich and prestigious family in Prince Hours. But considering that she still suffered in all those works, maybe Shinhye just got the look of someone leading a miserable life. Number 3. Lee Jung-suk. It's pretty weird to see Lee Jung-suk in this list, seeing that the actor had basically worked at every career out there. From high school student, reporter, to CEO, you name it, he played it. But if you squint a little bit closer at the actor's many character descriptions, you'd notice one thing in common. He's always playing a genius, either because of wits or because he got superpowers. Don't believe us? Well, let's take a closer look at Lee Jung-suk's various works. First of all, there's one of his very first roles, as a genius musician in Secret Garden. Then, he became a genius ice hockey player in High Kick 3, nailing a sports scholarship for himself. Next, he became a genius doctor in the famous K-drama Dr. Stranger, before moving on to become a genius student that hides his talent in Pinocchio. And if that wasn't enough geniusness for you, remember that he continued to play the genius shooter and Olympic gold medalist in W, and also a genius playwright in Hymn of Death, which is a pretty big wow in retrospect. And if Lee Jung-suk ain't a genius, he's going to be out of the world in a different way. Just look out while you were sleeping, or I Can Hear Your Voice, where he's not super smart but can tell the future and read minds. Of course, if you really look into it, he had taken on tougher roles in his cinema filmography. Still, it's still pretty obvious that whenever we see the actor on our television, he's gonna be just a tad above the regular person. Number 4. Jon Ji Hyun. You may question, Jon Ji Hyun, seriously? But some netizens have pointed out quite the theme that this talented actress had been following. And we have to admit, they kind of make sense. Early in her career, Jon Ji Hyun had starred in My Sassy Girl, which brought her huge popularity both in and outside of Korea. Here, she acted as the girl, an unhinged, sassy, and domineering girlfriend of the male lead. She's basically the manic pixie dream girl of Korean cinema. And it seemed that this character had made such a lasting impression that Jon Ji Hyun still kinda sticks to it. Just look at My Love from the Star, and you will certainly spot some similarities. Chon Sung-gi, or Ji Hyun's role in the drama, is an eccentric actress that doesn't mind tethering to the crazy image. The craziness then also prevails in Legend of the Blue Sea, where Ji Hyun plays a mermaid who, of course, stands out amid humanity. And from the trailer of her upcoming work Jiri-san, it seems that we are getting Ji Hyun in yet another quirky role. Still, we can't blame Ji Hyun for her crazy girl roles. She was plenty great, and her dramas never get old. Also, if you branch out into the actress's cinematic works, you can actually see her talents in quite the range. From the thrilling The Uninvited, the action-packed The Berlin Files, to the grim Assassination, Jon Ji Hyun had shown her capability of much more difficult roles. Number 5. Cha Eun-woo. Moving on from the classic actors is a face that's a tad newer, and it's none other than Cha Eun-woo. While his filmography so far has been extremely short, you still can't help but spot quite the resemblances between his characters in all those works. Let's take a look at some of his most popular ones. First, there's Gangnam Beauty, where Cha Eun-woo plays a handsome college student with both intelligence and wealth, yet has secret scars born from his unhappy home life. He is indifferent and thus appears distant, but is extremely caring when you get to know him, and does not care about outer appearances. Then there's Eun-woo's most popular work, True Beauty, where his character Lee Soo-ho is a rich and handsome student with a dark secret in his past. He falls in love with the female lead Jungkook, seeing her beyond just outer appearances. Doesn't this sound exactly like his role in Gangnam Beauty? What about Cha Eun-woo's other roles then? Well, they seem to have the handsome and popular traits down. From Hit the Top Management, to rookie historian Gu Hae-ryung, it seems that Cha Eun-woo's handsome face is certain to be spotlight material, even in fiction. Still, we have to give this actor the benefit of the doubt though, as he seems to be trying to break out of the mold. His next role in Island seems to be much grimmer than anything the idol/actor has attempted before. Honorable mention, Yoo In-na. Yes, Yoo In-na has done way too many roles, all with different personalities that we can hardly compare to one another. She has been the villain, the female lead, the quirky second lead, but there's one thing in common: her fictional careers. In Queen In-hyun's Man, she's an actress who had a chance to meet with a man from the past. In My Love from the Stars, she's an actress that went against the female lead. In Touch Your Heart, she's a disgraced actress that was trying to find her way back into the industry. And in Goblin, she wasn't an actress, but still became one in the end. The actress and her fair share of actress roles couldn't have been intentional. Or could it? And that's our list. Do you think that these actors and actresses are always playing the same roles? If so, is that necessarily a bad thing like many people assume? Feel free to share your opinion with us in the comment section. And if you want more videos like this, like, share, and subscribe to Polydrama. We'll come back soon. See ya!